How high-value men speak to women, make her miss you badly. Old Stoic wisdom. Have you ever noticed how certain men have an undeniable ability to attract women, effortlessly holding their attention and leaving a lasting impression? It's not the clothes they wear or the car they drive. It's the way they speak. High-value men possess a powerful secret, and it's not what you think. Their words make women miss them, even when they're not around. In the next few moments, I'll show you how to communicate with a woman in a way that keeps her engaged, intrigued, and, most importantly, missing you once you're gone. This simple shift in how you express yourself will completely transform your interactions and the way women perceive you. Pay close attention, because this will change the way you interact with women forever. 1. The power of first impressions, setting the stage for long-lasting attraction. First impressions are the bedrock of how high-value men create a sense of longing and intrigue. High-value men understand this well. However, many men make the mistake of trying to impress a woman immediately by flashing a flashy story, an eye-catching look, or an overwhelming charm. But the truth is, a high-value man understands that the initial conversation isn't about dazzling her. The real secret lies in how these men make a woman feel during that first interaction. It's not about impressing her on the spot, but creating a feeling inside her that sticks long after the words are spoken. Real attraction, the kind that grows deeper with time, often starts with the subtle feelings and emotions that are awakened during that first interaction. High-value men are not only conscious of the words they speak, but they are keenly aware of the atmosphere they create with their body language, energy, and tone of voice. Women, far more emotionally attuned than men, are naturally sensitive to how you make them feel, even before you say a word. As a high-value man, you walk into that first moment fully aware that your body language and presence are just as important as your words. It's the energy you exude that will echo in her mind long after the conversation ends. The unspoken language of confidence. The unspoken language of confidence. Confidence isn't something you can fake. It's deeply rooted in how you view yourself and your place in the world. A high-value man doesn't enter any room wondering if he's enough. He knows that he is. This quiet understanding of his worth is reflected in his posture, in the way he carries himself, and in the deliberation behind each word he speaks. His movements are measured, purposeful and calculated, conveying to those around him that he is not in a rush. When he speaks, he does not fill the air with empty chatter or forceful words. Instead, every word that comes out of his mouth has weight and intent. The slower pace of his speech might feel different, but it serves a deeper purpose. It commands attention. By speaking slowly and deliberately, he automatically draws her in. He's not speaking to fill the silence. He's using that silence to create space for her mind to connect with what he's saying. High-value men know that silence isn't awkward. It's a tool to deepen the conversation. Every pause is an opportunity for her to reflect on his words and what he stands for. When he speaks with this kind of calm authority, he gives her room to listen, process, and even yearn for more. Confidence isn't about being loud or forceful. It's about being calm and purposeful. And in this quiet power, high-value men naturally attract women who crave stability and maturity. Emotional control is attractive. One of the key traits that high-value men master is emotional control. It's no secret that women often seek stability and security in a partner, and emotional stability is an important factor in that equation. High-value men understand that their emotional reactions, or lack thereof, can send a powerful message. Let's face it, women are experts at testing emotional boundaries, often in playful or teasing ways. The common mistake many men make is to react too quickly, defending themselves or getting flustered at the slightest hint of challenge. But a high-value man knows that he doesn't need to react emotionally. Instead, he handles these moments with grace, turning a playful tease into an opportunity for humour or light-hearted banter. This unflappable nature is incredibly attractive because it shows her that he is emotionally mature and unshaken by outside circumstances. Emotional resilience is something that women subconsciously seek in a partner because it signals that a man can handle stress, pressure, and challenges without breaking. When you master this kind of emotional maturity, you begin to stand out from the crowd of men who are eager to please or quick to react defensively. The high-value man doesn't give in to the impulse to defend his ego. Instead, he remains composed, calm, and measured. This is exactly what leaves a lasting impression, as women begin to see you as someone who is both secure and in control of his emotions, a man who is not easily rattled. Subtle gestures that speak volumes. It's easy to think that making an impression requires grand gestures, lavish gifts, expensive dates, or over-the-top displays of affection. But high-value men know that true impact lies in the smallest of gestures. They understand that women are incredibly perceptive and often notice the subtle details that men overlook. A high-value man doesn't need to shower a woman with extravagant displays of attention. Instead, he communicates his value through subtle but powerful gestures. For example, the way he shakes her hand can tell her a lot about his confidence and presence. Is it firm, confident, and calm, or weak? And subtle gestures that speak volumes. It's easy to think that making an impression requires grand gestures, lavish gifts, expensive dates, or over-the-top displays of affection. But high-value men know that true impact lies in the smallest of gestures. They understand that women are incredibly perceptive and often notice the subtle details that men overlook. A high-value man doesn't need to shower a woman with extravagant displays of attention. Instead, he communicates his value through subtle but powerful gestures. For example, the way he shakes her hand can tell her a lot about his confidence and presence. Is it firm, confident, and calm, or weak and hesitant? The way he makes eye contact with her, maintaining warmth and connection, shows his attentiveness and self-assurance. Small things like leaning in when she speaks, nodding to show understanding, or offering a gentle smile as she talks, all convey a level of attentiveness and respect. These simple actions, when executed with control, send a message far louder than words can. High-value men know that their body language is just as important as their words, and often more important. Women are incredibly adept at picking up on non-verbal cues, and they can sense when a man is truly present versus just going through the motions. High-value men master this language of subtlety, exuding warmth, respect, and calm through their every gesture. This attention to detail makes a lasting impression that resonates deeply, leaving women wanting more. In conclusion, being a high-value man is not about dominating a conversation with force or charm. It's about creating an atmosphere of calm, confidence, and emotional stability. Through small gestures, thoughtful pauses, and controlled reactions, high-value men subtly draw women in, leaving them feeling valued and intrigued. The wisdom of the Stoics teaches us that true strength comes not from controlling others, but from mastering ourselves. In every interaction, a high-value man embodies this philosophy, walking through life with purpose, confidence, and emotional mastery. Women are naturally drawn to these qualities because they signal that a man is not just strong, but stable and secure in who he is. So, remember, the next time you interact with a woman, it's not about impressing her with flashy words or bold gestures. It's about leaving a lasting impression through subtlety, confidence, and emotional control. You don't need to speak a million words to create longing. Sometimes the quiet power of your presence says it all. Now I want to hear from you. What do you think makes a man truly high value in the eyes of a woman? Leave your thoughts and opinions in the comments below. Or if you don't know what to say, simply comment, "I am a high value man," and we'll move on. 2. The mystery factor. In today's world of oversharing on social media, the concept of mystery has become an underappreciated art, especially in the dating world. High-value men, however, know that revealing everything too soon can strip away the excitement and intrigue from an interaction. Women are naturally drawn to what they don't fully understand, and this is where mystery becomes a powerful tool. The psychology behind this is simple. When something is not fully revealed, our brains crave resolution. We find ourselves obsessing over the things that remain unclear because our minds are wired to seek answers, to solve puzzles. This craving to figure things out drives our attention and interest, and it is this dynamic that high-value men understand and harness. When a high-value man speaks, he doesn't lay everything on the table all at once. Instead, he offers just enough to spark curiosity, leaving a subtle trail of questions that keep her thinking long after the conversation ends. For example, when asked, "What do you do for work?" a high-value man might casually reply, "It's a bit complicated, but I enjoy it." Such a response doesn't provide a clear answer. Instead, it leaves her with a sense of intrigue, wondering what he truly does and why he chose such an ambiguous answer. That slight mystery compels her to replay the conversation in her mind, to dwell on the man and the unanswered questions. This lingering curiosity is what makes her miss him, and it's this simple yet effective technique that creates a lasting impression. To truly master the art of mystery, high-value men understand the importance of deliberate ambiguity. It's not about avoiding questions to frustrate or alienate the woman, but rather about using ambiguity as a way to keep the conversation flowing and to keep her wanting more. For instance, if she asks about his hobbies or how he spends his free time, instead of offering a long list of activities, a high-value man might say, "I've been working on a project that's really exciting. I'll tell you about it sometime." This carefully crafted response sparks curiosity in her. She's left wondering what the project is, and in her mind, it becomes something more intriguing than just a simple hobby. That single remark keeps her coming back for more, eager to learn about the project and look forward to the next conversation. The key here is that mystery isn't about being evasive or secretive in a manipulative way. It's about creating a sense of depth. High-value men know they don't need to share every intricate detail of their lives to keep a woman interested. In fact, the less they reveal, the more room there is for her to fill in the gaps with her own imagination. And often, this imagination paints a picture that is far more intriguing than the reality ever could be. In this way, mystery becomes not just an art, but a strategy that fuels the attraction. An essential part of maintaining mystery is understanding the power of strategic silence. While many people find silence uncomfortable during conversations, high-value men embrace it, knowing that silence can be just as powerful as words. Silence has a unique way of building tension, creating a space where emotions and thoughts can deepen. High-value men use silence to their advantage. They understand that after delivering a particularly intriguing or thought-provoking statement, it's often best to let the silence hang in the air for a moment. Instead of immediately filling that silence with another comment or question, they allow the moment to breathe. This deliberate pause creates suspense, compelling her to process what has just been said. It invites her to reflect on the deeper meaning of the conversation and in turn draws her closer. Think about the impact of asking her a deep or meaningful question and then letting the silence linger. That silence doesn't create discomfort. It fosters an emotional connection. It forces her to consider what the conversation means to her, creating a more intimate and impactful exchange than words alone could provide. By leaving room for her to think, high-value men help create an emotional experience, one that will be remembered long after the conversation ends. In a world where everyone is constantly talking, sharing, and revealing everything about their lives, the high-value man stands out because he knows the importance of leaving certain things unsaid. He understands that less is more, and that mystery is not something to be avoided but embraced. This isn't about being dishonest or withholding important information. It's about cultivating an air of intrigue, of keeping just enough back to let her wonder, to let her think about you long after you've parted ways. The high-value man understands the balance between being open and keeping a part of himself reserved. He knows that in relationships, especially with women, it's often the unspoken moments, the things left unsaid, that create the strongest bonds. Just as ancient Stoics like Marcus Aurelius and Seneca emphasize the power of self-discipline and restraint, high-value men know that holding back can be just as powerful as sharing. It's in the silence, the ambiguity, and the mystery that real connections are formed. When you, as a man, apply this principle in modern life, it's crucial to remember that mystery doesn't just apply to what you say, but also how you carry yourself. Confidence is an essential part of this dynamic. A high-value man doesn't need to prove anything. He's comfortable with who he is. This self-assuredness radiates through his actions and his words. When he's deliberate with his speech, when he chooses silence, when he leaves things unsaid, it's because he knows that these actions convey more than words ever could. The modern world may value instant gratification and full transparency, but there's something timeless and magnetic about a man who knows how to create intrigue, to let his presence speak louder than his words. In relationships, especially in the beginning, being able to create that feeling of longing, that sense of mystery, is crucial. Women, like men, desire connection, but they also enjoy the journey of discovery. If everything is revealed too soon, if there's no space for curiosity to grow, the connection can lose its spark. High-value men understand that building intrigue is a delicate process, one that requires patience, subtlety, and the ability to leave the right things unsaid. By maintaining a bit of mystery, they keep the attraction alive, making women miss them, want to know more, and look forward to every conversation. As you go through your life and interactions, remember that being mysterious isn't about playing games or being dishonest. It's about understanding the power of restraint and the art of creating curiosity. It's about offering just enough to intrigue, while leaving plenty for the other person to discover on their own. In a world that's become oversaturated with information and oversharing, high-value men know the value of keeping certain things close to the chest, allowing the woman to want to learn more, to be curious about who you really are. This is what keeps the spark alive and makes her miss you when you're not around. 3. Emotional impact. Words are cheap, and anyone can string together a few sentences. What sets high-value men apart is their ability to create emotional experiences within every interaction. It's not just about what you say, it's about the emotions you evoke. Women are emotional beings, and this truth is at the core of how high-value men speak. The way you make her feel in that moment is what lingers, far beyond the words you say. High-value men know this intimately. They don't get lost in meaningless small talk, trying to fill the silence with words that lack substance. No, they know how to engage from the moment the conversation begins, turning casual exchanges into something profound. They dive deep. They ask questions that matter, questions that peel back the layers and reveal her true self. What excites you? What makes you feel alive? What do you truly value? These are the kinds of questions high-value men ask, creating an emotional roller coaster that keeps her intrigued, captivated, and fully invested in the interaction. As the great philosopher Seneca said, the greatest wealth is to live content with little. High-value men know that the true riches lie not in the endless chatter, but in creating moments of genuine connection. These moments stir deep emotions within her, moments that will have her thinking of you long after you've parted ways. It's a dance of emotional highs and lows, where every word carries weight and every silence speaks volumes. If you want to make her miss you, leave her with something unforgettable, something more than just a conversation. Show her you understand her at a level others don't. As the great Stoic Epictetus wisely stated, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. High-value men aren't driven by trivial matters. They engage with the world and women on a level that is both commanding and compelling. They know how to create tension, how to make her want more, and how to leave her desiring you long after you've walked away. So ask yourself, how do you make her feel? Are you someone she'll miss, or just another face in the crowd? Your ability to speak with emotional impact, to stir her heart and mind, will define whether or not you become unforgettable. And don't forget, this isn't about playing games. It's about understanding the deeper currents that guide human connection. Speak from the heart, and she'll never forget the way you made her feel. If you want to master this, start now. Like this post, share your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe for more powerful insights that will change how you connect with women forever. Thanks for watching, and I hope this video helped you understand the power of how high-value men speak to women. Remember, It's not about chasing or trying to impress. It's about creating depth, mystery, and leaving a lasting impact in your interactions. When you focus on mastering this, you'll notice how naturally women will be drawn to you, and they'll miss your presence when you're not around. My sincere advice to you is this: take the time to build your emotional confidence and purpose in your conversations. Don't rush, don't chase. Let your actions and words speak volumes, and trust me, this will transform how women respond to you. Until next time, stay strong, stay grounded, and keep improving. You've got this.